Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if this is your first visit. My name is Stephanie, and each week I do an oracle card and crystal card reading, along with 3 Akashic keywords that I have channeled while I've been working in the Akashic records this week. That just kind of give us an overall energy for the coming week. So this week we are focusing on the time period of November 1st to November 6th, 2021. But if you do come across this video outside that time frame and the guidance feels relevant to you, then it absolutely is. So we do also have a new moon on November 4th, which I believe is Wednesday. New moons historically being a good time to increase energies. So focusing on what we want to create more of, what we want to manifest, what we want to bring in larger quantities or more abundantly. So we'll look at maybe what the collective is manifesting for this week since we have a new moon. This week I will be using for our crystal energy, the crystal deck number 3 from healingcrystals.com. For our Sunday energy, which I always like to do a separate Sunday card that kind of sets us up for the week, gives us the best odds to have a great week because we know what's coming. I'm going to use this Affirmators deck. I've never used this before, so we'll see what pops out. It's just a cute deck. And then for the rest of the week, the remainder, including the day of the new moon, I'm going to use the Rebecca Campbell gorgeous Work Your Light Oracle deck. So I did go ahead and draw all the cards. I have them sitting right here. I'm not peeking at them, but let's talk about the Akashic keywords first. So the 3 words that came up this week as I was channeling information were opportunity, focus, and breakthroughs. But there was a little additional message that snuck in the back door as I was doing those. So we have opportunity, focus, and breakthroughs. Sounds great, right? It's that same kind of forward momentum we've been talking about probably for more than a month now because, I kept getting the message that October was the month of change, almost like a wheel shifting, that wheel of fortune turning, that new energy moving into it. It's going to be easier if we get on this wheel and ride it out because it's moving anyway. The energy is starting to move again. So now we're solidly in November. This is the first full week in November, and I feel like we are picking up steam, picking up momentum. So the keywords that come in match that energy: opportunity, focus, and breakthroughs. So when I asked for a little more information about each of those, opportunity was be open to all opportunities, even if they don't look exactly like you thought they would look, or even if they don't look exactly like you wanted them to look, or like what you thought you were creating. And that's why we always kind of talk about when we're putting stuff in that void to create, that we don't dial it in so tightly that it eliminates other things. So that is why we are now being presented with these opportunities. So be open to all opportunities. Focus. Again, it's kind of a time management thing for a lot of us. I feel like so many of us now, maybe schedules are different, working from home, telecommuting a few days a week, whatever it is. Schedules are different than they used to be. Time management is different than it used to be. Time is also super bendy. So time may just feel different than it used to feel, or different some days than others. So keeping an eye on focus, and so you don't lose track of time just kind of scrolling endlessly on Instagram or other social media, but keeping some focus. And it doesn't mean nose to the grindstone type of energy, but it means, okay, this is what I'm going to do during this time period. This is what I'm going to focus on during this meditation. However you bring focus into your life, really keeping that in the forefront of your mind this week. And then breakthroughs. So those opportunities and that focus you have this week leads to breakthroughs, leads to that same energy, new opportunities, new things coming your way. So could be breakthroughs in thought, could be breakthroughs through no opportunities, whatever it is, we are continuing that forward momentum. And the additional message I'm getting is that it picks up steam. Now, the message that I said kind of snuck in the back door while I was channeling that information is about imposter syndrome. Dun, dun, dun. So if any of us have been feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing. Why did I think this was a good idea? Why did I think I was capable of this? I can't do this. Nobody has ever done this before. almost like we have tuned into the energy of who we are finally and what we want, but we still don't feel worthy of it. And might I suggest a book? I just saw this sitting here, and it is a book I love, but it does fit in with this imposter syndrome. Wayne Dyer's Excuses Be Gone. This is not a plug for this book. I am not affiliated with Wayne Dyer in any way. Never have been. Never had the opportunity to meet him in person, but I absolutely love his work. His audiobooks are great too, because as far as I know, he reads them all and he is just so easy to listen to. But, if you are feeling this kind of imposter syndrome energy this week or lately, it might be a good read for you. It's, it goes through all of the excuses we as humans could possibly come up with for ourselves and why they're not valid. So that did just kind of pop in as I was in this energy of forward momentum and opportunity and focus and breakthroughs. It said, wait a second. Some people don't feel worthy still. So, just knowing that it is normal to have this imposter syndrome. It is normal sometimes to feel like you don't know what you're doing, especially when the energy is picking up steam. That's okay. It's not true. It's false information. There is, you can't be an imposter in your own life. You are worthy of everything you're doing. So just kind of keeping in mind that energy might come up this week, being aware of it and saying, no, thank you, that's not for me. So let's get started on our crystal energy this week. This week, I like this one for what we've just been talking about. So this week we have Neptunite. Neptunite connects the root and sacral chakras. So the energy of creativity, the energy of forward momentum, forward movement, while at the same time staying grounded in our physical reality. The 3 keywords you can use if you are working with Neptunite or just tuning into its energy. It's not a super common crystal, so many people don't probably have it in their collection, but you can just use the energy of it. The 3 keywords are resolution, courage, and healing. So, that is forward movement. That is saying, okay, I am resolute in this. I am not going to succumb to this silly imposter syndrome that might be popping in. I have courage. I am healed. This is perfect. So I hadn't turned it over yet, but the affirmation or mantra you can use this week is I am accepted. And that's self-acceptance too. That's the most important thing. I am accepted. And then let's talk about the affirmators card. So this is for Sunday. This is what's setting us up for this week. We have the abundance card. And it says this is a bonus card. I'm not sure why. I haven't worked with this deck enough to know, but I always like a bonus. So it says bonus card down at the bottom. Abundance, and this is a great card for the week of a new moon too, right? So abundance says, congratulations. It seems you're due for an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it. There's our imposter syndrome, right? Feel like you don't deserve it. Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. I should have read this before I decided to use this deck. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. So perfect match for that little imposter syndrome message that came in when I was in the Akashic Records this week. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. The imposter syndrome is the imposter. It is not your true self. So we have the abundance energy coming in. This is our Sunday card. So that's what sets us up and the reminder for ourselves throughout the week. And then let's talk about Monday's energy is boundaries. And so immediately as soon as I say boundaries, time management pops into my head, which would be the same kind of message I was getting with the focus keyword that came from the Akashic Records this week. So boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Is it time management? Is it focus? Where do we need, and it could be outside that for you. It could be relationships. It could be with other people. It could be friendships. It could just be, feeling taken advantage of, feeling taken for granted. Where do you need to put some boundaries in place this week? And then Tuesday, we have trust your path. So I like the way this is unfolding this week. Trust your path says, if you knew you would be supported, what could you do? If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So trusting your path, because we are supported. Haven't we all seen that by now? But it is hard for us to consistently believe that with our human brains. So this just coming in as a reminder to trust your path. There's nothing inauthentic about what you're doing. The imposter syndrome is the imposter, and you are here for authentic abundance. And trust your path. Trust the path you're on. So then Wednesday is the new moon, the date of the new moon itself. And the message is you're already doing it. So I like this on the heels of trust your path, because it's kind of a reiteration that you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So yeah, if things come in that you're like, but should I, if you're using any but statements this week, maybe try to eliminate those, because you're already doing it. You're already on the right path. As long as you're trusting it, you're already on the right path. So you're already doing it. You're already on the right path. And then Thursday, it says take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So if you're feeling like that energy, oh, look at that new moon there. If you're feeling the energy that I just mentioned of being taken advantage of or being taken for granted, remember the boundaries card that came up on Monday, and take a break from people, places, things that are sapping your energy. A life's work, not a season. A life's work, not a season. These are blips along the way. Get off the treadmill. Take a break. Take a break and take a breath. And then Friday, it's get grounded. So there may be some big energy coming in with this new moon. We have, the boundaries, the trust, really 2 trust cards in a row, because we have trust your path and you're already doing it, which is a reminder to trust. And then take a break. We have the crystal energy that came in as a grounding crystal. And then Friday we have get grounded come up. So it says empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So really the message I'm getting is really, getting outside if you can. It has been so rainy and windy where I live over the past 2 weeks that I have been outside far less than I normally would be. But getting grounded. And if for some reason you're not able to get outside at all, then taking salt baths, doing things that clear your energy field, putting some crystals like red jasper or those grounding crystals that still allow your energy to move forward, like the Neptunite energy that we talked about at the beginning. But some more common crystals would be to combine red jasper with carnelian or an orange jasper. Any of your red and orange crystals are going to be great this week because they're going to ground your energy, give you this get grounded energy while still allowing you to be in that forward movement, that creative energy that the new moon's bringing in, that energy of manifestation, the energy of abundance. So get grounded on Friday. Goes for the whole week, but this is just a bit of a reminder if you're feeling a little bit like you just need to decompress, take the time to do that. Especially with the card the day before saying, take a breath, take a break, take a breath. And then you have get grounded the following day. So really being mindful of how you're feeling in your physical body. And then Saturday, this is the perfect way to end this week. I love this reading. The Saturday card is play. So it says, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So the energy kind of lifting a little bit. You can see the sun breaking through the clouds, and the energy just kind of rolling out of that overwhelming energy that we might have felt, or, the getting through it energy we might have felt. And it's time for a little more light and a little more play by Saturday. So that is our energy for this week. I'm going to lose them all. Don't breathe. That is our energy for this week. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope I will see you all next week. Have a great one.